Everyone, how's it going? So, Eternal Wanderer Ludwig just came out, and I thought he looked like a pretty fun unit. He's very straightforward. He just hits really hard, essentially. But what's so unique about him is, one, that he is the only character with 2 soul burns, so you actually choose which soul burn, and you're able to kind of chain them together. And the second thing is that every time you soul burn, he actually gets buffed on his S3 and also pushes up. He gets a CR boost of 20%. So it makes it so you can do some interesting combos where you can do something like Ran S3 Soul Burn straight into Ludwig S3, or you could do something like Zeo Soul Burn into Eternal Water and Ludwig getting the push. So he essentially is able to close that gap between your first turn and the next characters really easily, which is actually really unique and difficult to do sometimes. So this is my build with him. I gave him some pretty good gear for my account. I'm very happy with his build overall. It has a lot of damage, and I think Torrent set is best because his S3 is AoE. His S1 doesn't hit crazy hard, but his S2 does hit really hard overall, so just keep that in mind. I do have him triple S. I pulled a bunch of Ludwigs on random Mystic banners that have come over the years and stuff like that, so like that isn't easy to do, so he's a little harder to build without that. Book is obviously his best artifact. But so far, I think he's pretty good. I'm actually having a really great time using him. He does have some counters in the game, but he also has some strengths. So first, let's talk about what characters work really well with him. Well, every book holder combos with him because you want as many books as possible for him to spam as many Soulburn S1, S2 into S3 as you possibly can to work down their team. He combos really well with Zeo and Ran, which I talked about. He combos well with even someone like Emil Elena, because she's able to generate some souls. Essentially, you kind of have to run him in Cleave, and you want a character that goes first and probably soul burns. He combos really well with Elagos, actually, because Elagos soul burn ignores F-res and defense breaks, and then he pushes up and is able to immediately eliminate somebody. So he works really well with just any opener with a decent soul burn, essentially, or anyone that gives you souls. But you can't really use him outside of Cleave, so keep that in mind if you actually want to pull him. Now, what is he bad against? Well, he sucks against Belian. It's essentially natural enemy, it just completely wrecks him. He's not very good when he gets counterattacked a bunch, so you might worry against characters like MLU Fiend and like, well, possibly Belian as well, or just anyone who is Elbrus like ML Landy. Those things are kind of dangerous. Also, MLU Fiend reduces his combat readiness push, which can make it really difficult, which is why having a good amount of speed feels a little bit necessary for him to actually take these turns, because otherwise you might just get out CR boosted or something like that. And in conjunction with some of these, sometimes Sage Balances On can be a bit of an issue. He has some problems actually against weird stuff too, like ML Ken is a decent character against him, because ML Ken makes it so that if he starts trying to soul burn to work down other people, then the ML Ken's actually able to S1 provoke, so it essentially makes it so that Ludwig has to S2 the Ken and get the skill null, just so that he doesn't get provoked unless you have immunity from somebody like Ran. But if you have immunity from Ran, you've probably already kind of won anyways. But just some things to keep in mind. I would say overall his damage is really high. He's able to completely crush some teams. He's been working really well for me though, because my team comp that I'm running with him that I think is strongest is I pre-ban someone like Belian, and I pre-ban Emil Landy, and I first pick Zeo. And then I try to pick Ran, Eternal Water Ludwig, sometimes Emil Elena, sometimes Spectre Tenebria, sometimes I pick characters like Milim. Essentially, I need characters that can use these books to completely clean up a team. He also works well with Emil Pavel and stuff too. Essentially, what I think is so good about Eternal Wanderer Ludwig is I think he has so much combo potential, which is actually really, really cool. Because not many characters are not only able to combo into other characters like Emil Pavel and stuff like that, but the fact that he gets that CR push is just such a big deal, because the hardest part about Cleave is usually getting that second turn. You can get a character like Zeo, who combos with someone like Jacko, right? Or Ran combos with ML Elena, something like that. But there's not many characters that can combo essentially with everybody. And that's what's so powerful about this, is as long as you have souls on your team, he can get that next turn, as long as you're not getting your combat readiness cut. So having 240 speed, when I get the CR boost, that's essentially making him like a 300 speed unit on the turn bar if I just soul burn one time, which will cut most stuff, but if your opponent is really racing you, then it won't be as easy. But it's unlikely they will if you pick someone like Zeo. But all in all, I think my current conclusion on him, keep in mind, we'll have to see how it goes over the coming days. You should only pull this character if you are a cleaver, or if you want to be a cleaver. I would also only pull them if you actually have like multiple books that you use and characters like mages that can use those books. And I think he seems pretty solid if you play that playstyle, though. I don't think he's broken because I think there might be enough counters for him. But that said, when he's picked well, he's pretty terrifying, and he completely cleans up a team. So anyways, thanks a bunch for watching the video. For the rest of it, I'll have some clips of me fighting RTA where I had a pretty good time actually using him. So thanks a bunch for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you next time.
How adorable.
Wow, okay. I don't think you're supposed to get outsped, but I mean, I'll take it.
Let me tell you your fortune.
It's probably an insanely high effectiveness.
Oh no, Jenazad.
One of those. Oh, he's on Soul Consolation?
Here's one on the house.
Bro, the only Lilica on Soul Consolation?
Hey you, watch out.
Oh, that's a
I tried
problem.
to warn them.
So,
Worry not,
here's the thing, though.
the doctor is in.
I know it seems really bad.
You
Oh,
are fit to
but
kiss
we
my
are
feet.
just fine. We are just fine.
Kiss my feet.
Don't you worry.
I will step on you.
No matter how tired
You ain't doing nothing, boy.
First. Now that you've met me,
We soul burn that.
feel starstruck.
Then we're gonna soul burn S2.
I'd rather die than live as a fool.
Oh my god, okay, defense buff, and then we S3? And let's see how much damage we get here.
Oh, did I take it too far?
I mean, they're dead. That's with ice cream buff and ice crystals, I think, with defense buff, so it actually hits pretty hard.
How adorable.
Well, well, well. So you see here is I kind of need to soul burn on somebody to push up Ludwig, unless I sleep him. Oh, okay, I landed the sleep.
Now
That means we're totally fine. I'll let her take the turn. Oh, never mind. That actually pushed up my Ludwig. So now we soul burn S1. We're gonna throw this on her because she's probably not that tanky. I was wrong. She is absurdly tanky for some reason. But we're gonna see if we can kill anyways. Okay, this guy is really, really, really tanky, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm not gonna kill anything because this doesn't ignore damage sharing.
This way's more fun.
Oh my god. Wait, it actually almost double killed. It almost killed the airwell. Okay, that actually hit way harder than I thought it would. That hit a lot harder than I thought it would. That was actually not bad at all.
I made it in the
Now the
nick
real
of
question
time.
is, do I win though? Probably.
Those who stray from the path of righteousness shall be punished.
I don't really know why I was even like using that on him. Wait, what?
Beat me in a million years.
Okay. Resistance. That broke his spirit. He was like, I'm out. So, not surprising they get the first turn, but I don't think it matters because I can soul burn, right? So I think it's okay.
You know who I
Yeah,
am.
so like, I get to cleanse all that stuff. Sure, I'm reset, which kind of sucks. Okay, do you want to know the real problem though?
Will do.
What in the world is that shield? What is that? That thing's giant.
Hi.
I think the Aiden has really low HP, but like still, Jesus.
Starstruck.
So I pretty much have to start with the S1. I don't really get a choice.
Now who's up for an experiment?
Here's the problem though. Before granting increased hit chance. So I get the hit chance after? That seems really bad.
I'd rather die than live as a fool.
That seems really bad. The way that that works. It should definitely be before. I don't think this kills Aiden, does it? Like, but it should push Jacko forward. Oh! It didn't push Jacko forward, but it definitely killed Aiden. Holy. Even with that giant shield. Oh my god. This guy's name is Jump.
Find me? Your emperor?
This isn't gonna do too much damage, so
I am
let's
the
just do
rightful
this.
ruler.
I want to see Ludwig do everything, okay?
I think you'll regret.
We get Soul Burn right here, which pushes
It's
up
unfortunate.
low Ludwig.
You need to disappear.
You mediocrity.
And then
Possibly
we S2.
comprehend.
Why not Soul Burn? Because it was better to wait a little bit for this first.
No matter how tiresome. First
Um,
steps first.
I don't want her to activate, so I guess I'm just gonna S1 too. Oh,
You leave me.
okay, well, that was kind of unneeded. Oh, it missed! You see, it missed, so now we have another chance to use this. It's perfect. Surely we don't miss both extra hit chance abilities, right?
This way's more fun.
Whew. I actually kind of thought it was gonna happen, I'm gonna be real. I kind of expected it.
It hurts.
Nice clean win. There was nothing he could ban to win this game. It was over.
Stand against me.